Are you tired of using those 2 feet? Are you tired of not being cool? Are you tired? Are you just tired of just walking all over the place? Running? What is this? What are we talking about? This is 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, I have recently found something out, and it embarrassed me because I did not read, and I don't like to read. I got ADHD. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everyone? It is me, Fisherman Whispers, and Vasterz, and I'm back with another video. For this video, I'm on Wuthering Waves, and I want to give some beginning little tips that I have found out by playing the game, and hopefully this helps you out. This game is a lot like Genshin Impact in many aspects, and one of those aspects is exploration. When you're exploring the map, I highly recommend you start to click on every single thing that you see. I'm talking the beacons, I'm talking everything. Interact with absolutely everything. For example, this beacon right here, I don't have it unlocked yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to track it. I'm going to go to this one, the one that's closest to it. I'm going to walk towards that. I'm going to activate it. And what that's going to do is going to allow me to actually teleport to that location. So if at any point I have to do a quest or whatever it might be and get to that area, I'll be able to easily just click, fast teleport, I'm good. The easiest taxi ever in your whole entire life, basically. You want to make sure you do that. It is extremely helpful, and yeah, so you don't waste as much time. This one seems like it's up there. Very interesting. Let's see if we can make it. I believe we can. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. But yeah, guys, just explore not only the beacons, but absolutely every other thing that you can actually interact with. Sadly, I can't make it, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go this way. I should be able to make it over here. But yeah, interact with absolutely everything. But there's even things like, let's say this right here, these fields. I already completed it, but there's like first time rewards for certain things. So it's really recommended. Just explore, have fun, learn new things about the game, and yeah, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, I should be plenty. I should be good right here. Let's go get this. We got this. That puzzle right there. Yeah, this puzzle is a nightmare. Depending what it is, that's a puzzle. That's just, it depends. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's like, dude, that's ridiculous. Sorry, ADHD. Anyways, here is the little thing right here. I just interact with this, and if I show you, right now I can't teleport to it. I click it, copy home, and I get experience, and I can now fast travel to this location. So, explore the map, and there is exploration, like percentages. As you can see, I can't speak English on my days. What did I just butcher? Exploration percentages, and as you can see, I have a long way to go. There's a lot of things that I still have to do. So, explore. Alright, so the next tip is pretty simple. Be vigilant, be careful in what resources you decide to use. Let me explain. Right now the game just released, so it's not as easy to get a bunch of resources for all the characters. So I recommend you prioritize at least 3 characters. So get these ones leveled up, make these the main 3, whichever ones you like, make it the main 3. Level them up, level up their actual weapons, level up their echoes, level up everything for those main characters you have. Because the issue we run across if you start to, let's say if I go to these other characters, which, for example, level 1, level 1, level 1, if I start to level all these characters up and start to max them out, I'm going to run out of supplies for my main characters, and I'm going to basically look at myself in the wall and be like, I can't progress through the story, I cannot defeat this boss, I can only watch paint dry because you will not be powerful enough with your main team. So focus on just a few characters for right now, gather resources, level the characters up for your main, and yeah, just keep things simple. Alright, so when it comes to building a team, the way I see it and the way I'm treating this game, main DPS, sub DPS, healer. You want the main DPS to be the one that's on the field almost 24/7. It's going to be the one that's doing the most damage. Sub DPS is the one that you switch to, you use the ability, whatever it might be, it will boost the damage, and then immediately get it off the field. And the healer, that's kind of self-explanatory, I believe. But that's like the meta rotation that I have currently, and this is my current team, which is kind of surprising because I don't really like this guy. I'll show you. It's kind of funny. I didn't like him at the begin, like to begin with, but I pulled him so many times. Look at this. It's fascinating. Okay, I wanted every other character possible. I was like, I don't want this guy. He doesn't do that much damage. But then I came to find out he's not that bad as a sub DPS. He's not a main DPS. He's a sub DPS. He's not bad. But yeah, guys, just focus on building your team in that sort of aspect. And let's say if you're an absolute OG esports looking ninja or something, I'm not that good on this game. Okay, I never played Elden Rings, but this is kind of like Elden Rings in some difficulty, and depending on the boss, this or that. You could technically, if you're really nice and you can dodge everything, you can remove the healer and you can replace it with another sub DPS. Or anybody really, and like you would destroy face. You would do so much more damage, but that is insane. I get hit quite often, so 𝐵𝓊𝓈 is the go-to. There's also another healer currently, which is this one right here, the lovely beautiful lady right here. For the sub DPSers, I believe it is him, as well as I believe it's her, if I remember correctly. And then for the main DPS, you have him. There's a lot of like main DPS. Like there's even the main MC is really good. Like, which is surprising. There's a lot of decent characters, okay? But there's some characters that I personally have not saw videos on and I have not tried, so I really can't say. But just try to make it like this is my recommendation. Main DPS, sub DPS, healer. Unless if you're out of this world, then you can remove the healer. This one's extremely important, and hopefully you don't make the same mistake I did when I started this game. It was like the first day. I really didn't know what I was doing. I still don't, but little by little I'm learning new things. So every day you will regenerate this currency right here, which is wave plates, and little by little it just auto regenerates. You never want to have that maxed. Ever. If you're about to log out, you do not want to have that currency, that little material maxed. You want to make sure you use it, and you can use it on so many different aspects. One of them is the simulation training. Simulation training is where I started. This gives you resources to level up your character, or level up your weapons, or to get extra credits. That's the way I started it, but then later down the road I unlocked things like bosses. That's where you see like these things right here. And then I unlocked other aspects of the game like this, and as you can see right here, it consumes weight plates. So a lot of these interactions consume weight plates. The cool thing about this game though, let's say if I go to a certain boss, it doesn't matter which boss I go to, like a regular boss, I could go to, let's say, this one. I could actually defeat this boss. The only issue is I would not be able to claim the boss materials, but I could still defeat the boss, and I could even get an echo of the boss. Yes, it's not guaranteed, like it's not a guaranteed chance after you defeat the boss, but you could keep farming. And that leads to my next tip. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, about to fight this abomination looking Transformer Optimus Prime looking wannabe. Alright, so what I have done, right, for quite a bit, which is kind of obvious, but maybe not for everyone. Let me show you. So let me defeat this boss real quick. Hopefully I don't die. That'd be hilarious. But after I defeat this boss, this is the way I farm bosses currently. It's so easy and it's safe. And I'll show you what I mean by that when I say it's safe. Right now it's not so safe because I could absolutely die and things can go south. But I will show you after this boss gets defeated. Right now, this character's so nice. Let me just tell you right now. Look at the damage. Just look at the damage. It's just gone. Just like that. Sadly, I did not get an echo from the boss, but as you can see right here, you can claim the reward, but that's going to cost weight plates. I don't have weight plates right now, I only have 10. You do have this option if you want to use astrites. I believe it's 5 that you can use every single day. And you do have this other resource that you could use for weight plates. You get it from like quests and stuff like that. I'm not going to use that though. I'm just going to leave that there. And what I typically do, I walk a little bit back. I click escape. Make sure you're facing the right direction. Click escape. And I just wait a few minutes. Literally. I don't know how this works. How in the world they coded this, but I love it. Because the boss is actually going to spawn. Sometimes you could see the boss literally spawning. Some other times I just don't. But after a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes, I just exit out and the boss is back. It's really nice because I'm trying to farm as many echoes as I can, because the echoes, that's what gives you the power. That's what gives you like the most like OPness, the most damage, the most any sort of attribute in a way. Like it's the echoes are super severe in your build. But I literally just stay like this for a couple minutes. I wait, watch a little YouTube video, then click that, the boss spawns again, and hopefully after I defeat him I get an echo of him or whatever boss it is. For example, this is a boss. All these are bosses right here. That's a boss. A lot of these are bosses. Like for example, this is the mech abomination. So hopefully I would get one of these, and hopefully it has the stats that I want, and that will work for my build. But yeah. So let me show you real quick. As you can see right now, that looks different, doesn't it? And there you have it. The boss has respawned, and we're back at it. So I could basically farm this boss or any other boss like infinite, simply because they just continue to respawn and I don't have to spend any resources like weight plates. I don't have to spend weight plates to get these guys to respawn. I do have to spend weight plates if I want to get like boss resources, and the boss resources are typically for leveling up like your characters and stuff like that after a certain point. So just an FYI, later down the road you will have to use those weight plates to get those little rewards after you defeat a boss. And he is almost dead. And there you have right there. There's an echo of the boss. What a beautiful ugly thing. I absorb it. And sadly it's a blue variant. But sometimes you'll be surprised. You might get like a really bad echo, but it actually might be pretty good. Let's check out which one that we just received right there. So it's a blue variant. Go to 4-star, 4 cost I mean. And right here, crit damage. And what I mean by like sometimes you might get like a blue variant or a less variant that's not a gold, that's not purple. It might still have decent stats. For example, this one has a healing bonus. This one's incredible. I wish this one was gold. This isn't an incredible one. I wish it was gold first off, and then I wish it was actual this attribute. That right there would be broken for my healer. But yeah guys, it's just like that. As you can see, I'm not collecting that middle thing. I just wait for the boss to respawn. You don't have to do the pause trick. I just do that so I don't die because I'm doing something else, watching a video or whatever. You can just stand like this and the boss will respawn, but the issue is the boss will be able to hit you, and I don't think you want to do that unless if you're paying attention. Yeah, that's a cool little trick right there. There are certain monsters on this game. I believe they're called elites, and I don't know if I posted the video yet, but I did find one here. It has not respawned yet, but I have been marking different things. As you can see, you can mark different areas. Oh, this is a boss. Oh, this is this, this is that. It's really, really nice. You can keep your map looking more organized, more structured, so you don't have to remember as much. So I recommend you actually do that, FYI. But let's find out these bosses. So right here, there's another one I marked right there. let's go check it out. What do they look like? So these elite bosses, mind you, they are much stronger variants of the normal like monster. The one that I faced off against was a level 120, and believe it or not, I managed to defeat it. I did have to revive a bunch of times, but you know, somehow it worked out. But let's actually go over here, track this, and I'll show you what these enemies look like. Some of them are much weaker, depending if it's like a starting area. But the one I faced off was extremely difficult. But no matter what, it is more difficult than a regular monster because they are elites. As you can see right there, they are glowing red. So these red variants, from what I gathered, when you defeat them, they basically would drop either. This one's a weak one, as you can see. But I just got one hit. And once again, look at that. Look at the damage. Less HP, but oh my days, does it pack a punch. I'm running away. I want to do that in a video. These are the revive items. If you do end up dying, like I just did right there, one of my characters, I could use a revive item, and I'll show you exactly where to get those, because I really recommend you stock up on those items. But those right there are the elite monsters, and they're pretty strong. Once you defeat them, from what I gathered, it's either going to be an epic or a gold rated for the monster, for an echo. So it's pretty cool. I'll show you the one I got actually, because I want to flex real quick. You know, let me have my moment. Right there, look at that. Look at that. That's what I got, and it's pretty nice. This is one of my best ones, by the way. It's electro damage bonus. I know, why in the world am I using that for this? Okay, look, my build for this guy is it doesn't make sense. My build for her, it's okay. My build for this guy though, looking nice, but I'm still working on that. But anyways, if I had, let's say, if I like even this character, for example, this is an 𝐵𝓊𝓆𝒾𝓃𝑒𝓈𝓈. If I put that echo on this guy, oh my days, electro damage bonus, critical damage percentage, critical rate percentage, attack, and sadly the last one I got defense, but we're not going to talk about that. Look at all these beautiful stats right there. That's amazing. That is an incredible echo. Like I said, I think it's my best one so far for the stats. But that's the gold variants, which I'm hoping that I'll be able to get all gold one day, all of them. That would be absolutely awesome, but that will probably take some time. Around the whole entire map, especially in the main city, there's a bunch of different things you can interact with, different NPCs. I recommend you check all of these out because they all have different aspects. For example, if I need the res item for healing, it's right over here. And I recommend you buy at least 30 of these. An extremely useful item. It just costs credits, as you can see. It's totally worth it in my opinion. I don't think about anything else. Well, maybe like some of these actually. But this is the main one that I've been purchasing. It's extremely incredible, extremely worth it. Because if you die in the middle of a boss fight, you want to be able to res, switch to your healer, try to heal up as much as you can so you're not dead. But let's say if you finish fighting the boss or whatever you're fighting and you're like, you know what? I want to heal, but I don't want to use an item. You can do that. Just go to one of these main towers. They're all over the map, as you can see right here. These are not normal little towers. These towers right here have the power to heal you. And from what I gathered, it's much better than Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact, when you reach these towers, they have a certain amount that they can heal you for. I have been healed by these towers so many times, and they just keep on healing. It's like free medical insurance. It's amazing. So scattered all around the map, you will find these resources. It's a square cube looking Minecraft wannabe block, and you want to collect them. And once you do so, it's called a casket. Sonen's casket. I don't even know if I even said that right. You want to collect all these, and some of them are pretty tricky to acquire. For example, this one, the way I actually got it, because I wasn't sure how in the world I would like look. It's a really weird spot. Okay, All I did was I climbed this and I used this, the grapple. It's like an extra jump, I guess you could say, which, FYI, it's like a hidden tip as well. You can jump, use the grapple. That's like a double jump. All right, anyways, after you acquire those items, little blocks, you can go once again over here to the main town, and there's an NPC right here that will actually take them, and you will get rewarded for it. And I have yet to find all of them. Some of them are very like confusing. Like I'm like, what is this? This defies logic. I don't even see it, but it says it's on the map. But I'm gonna find out, hopefully later down the road, where in the world all of them are. But you go to this guy right here. Lovely lad. Look at him, looking like a stud. All right, so you talk to him. You want to deliver those little things, and you can deliver. So there's different rewards. You have like level 1, level 2, level 3, and it gets more and more expensive. And there's all the way up to level 10, which is like insane. Like it's like where? How did I miss so many? You're telling me I'm missing, dude? That's a lot. That's like 100. But yeah, once I deliver and fill this slot, this next one will unlock, and I will get all these rewards. Which is pretty cool. So it's a little exploration type of thing. It's nice. Talking about exploration, you can actually get rewarded, ladies and gentlemen. So all of this right here, as you can see, I am nowhere near close to 100% anywhere. But even then, you can still get rewarded. So you go over here on the map, once again, the main town, and there's this beautiful, beautiful NPC that is just going to treat you really well. How's it going? Is it Maggie? Mackie? What's up, Logan Paul? Anyways, you talk to this one, yeah, exploration progress, and you will have these ranks on the left-hand side. So after you reach, for example, right here, once I reach 20% for this location, I'm literally almost there, I have 19%, I will earn this right here. These little coins will add up to this, and then once you max it out, you go to level 3, level, so on and so forth. First, there is a quest, which I did complete. I had to reach level 2. It took some time. I made it happen, but there's some interesting rewards here for all of them. Level 1, whatever it might be, like there's some new mechanics that you can actually acquire on the game. So it's really important you visit this NPC. As you can see right here, there you go. So the level 1, this is what I got. Like it's really cool. It's new little tech, new little things you can use in your arsenal, in your little toolbox, and like there's more rewards. As you can see, there's a lot of rewards here. But from what it looks like, the main reward, like for the new tools, it ends at level 3 once you max that out. Because these rewards at the bottom right here, as you can see, this is like XP. It's a lot of XP, don't get me wrong. A lot of experience. But yeah, you definitely want to focus on exploration and getting these rewards because they're pretty nice. For example, let me show you. I ended up getting a loot mapper, I believe it was. And like if I click it, and then I can actually put it here, I can put it down, and I have reached the maximum. The first, yep, that's fine. So I put it down, and as you can see on the map, it covers this whole area, and it will tell me, hey, I'm just gonna let you know, you're kind of silly right now. You're kind of blind. You missed some rewards, my friend. So it will reveal hidden things around you where you placed it. So it's very nice, especially when you want to continue to explore. You want to find these different chests, these hidden rewards, these hidden little mini games or whatever it might be. It's really nice to have this little tool. It's extremely, extremely useful. Oh, look at that, it's a flex right now, isn't it? I call him Appa, You can call me Aang. This is something that you probably already found out. You will find these little weird looking crystal things just looking at you. They're scattered all across the map. Once you take a look at them, you can see a little button right there, right above it. If you click that button, it's basically a grapple, and it makes exploration so much easier. It's very nice to get around, and yeah, it's nice. So it's pretty cool. Cooking. What is going on, Gordon Ramsay? All right, this is something that I have not really taken advantage of, but I highly do recommend you start to learn different recipes. You start to do your thing, increase your level, because food is definitely very, very nice. Let's say if your healer already used their healing ability, it's on cooldown or whatever it might be, you're not looking so hot. Guess what? Because what the chef is cooking, it's pretty hot. Because you could literally just put it here, your food, and then literally you just click a button and boom, you're looking much better, and you can survive much longer. It's extremely useful, guys. For me, so far, this healer has been just a pleasant to be around. She's extremely incredible at healing. So I really haven't had much of a need to use this little attribute just yet, this little material. But possibly in the future, I might end up struggling a lot. And that's exactly when I put 2 healers right here instead, with my main DPS. I don't want to use these resources, man. But you can. It's really worth it. I personally do like to use a certain type, though, because some food actually gives you health, common sense, but some other food gives you certain stats, and I do like to use that type of food. For example, this right here, as you can see, increases all party members' attack by 100, lasting for 15 minutes. I do like this one a lot. This one is incredible. These 2 right here is for the revives. But for the healing, I typically don't use these. This one I do use time to time. Materials are extremely important, and there's a bunch of ways that you can actually acquire different material to level up your characters and or your weapons. This is an NPC, for example, or you can literally go to the map and complete different things. For example, there's some dungeons that you can actually complete, like domains, and they will give you certain rewards. You can do it like that, or you can also acquire it from the store. Let's say if you get some extra money and you get some extra this right here, you can just go here and you can acquire some resources there. So there's different ways that you can acquire different material. You can even make it yourself. For example, if I go over here to the synthesizer, take my way over there, I believe it's upstairs, right here. You can go here as well, and you can make your own materials, as you can see right there. So materials, extremely useful. That's what you use for your characters, that's what you use for your weapons, so on and so forth, to get stronger. So and you can also get it from quests, by the way. But yeah, you want to make sure you're using those materials wisely and you're not wasting them. Are you tired of using those 2 feet? Are you tired of not being cool? Are you tired? Are you just tired of just walking all over the place? Running? What is this? What are we talking about? This is 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, I have recently found something out, and it embarrassed me because I did not read, and I don't like to read. I got ADHD. But anyways, guys, there's different echoes, there's different abilities, there's different things, and some things are actually hidden, and you might not notice it because I didn't notice it. For example, in echoes, some echoes they just have one ability. You click the ability for the echo, and it just does the ability. Whether you tap it or you hold it, it's the same thing. But some echoes are different. Let me show you. This echo right here. Read what it says, ladies and gentlemen. So you see it says transform into Infernal Rider to perform a blah blah blah. So basically you can transform and do damage. But right there at the end, what does it say? Long press echo skill to enter riding mode. So let's equip this in the main slot, because the main slot is the one that's going to use the echo ability. The rest are passives, so you want to make sure you use the best one that has the best echo ability in the main slot. And watch this. If I tap the button, It just does the regular attack. But if I hold it, I look like a stud. I look like I'm ready for the Bachelor. I just look good. And it's pretty fast. Watch this. This is the running speed. This is walking speed. So let me, like right here. Watch this. This is the running speed, okay? Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Now what are we talking about? It's pretty nice, right? And I'm actually thinking, I don't know if it's smart or not, it might not be. I'm thinking about getting that same character. There might be other characters that do the same exact thing. But getting those type of echoes into my main slot for all my characters. So then I could switch, use my echo, switch, use my echo, switch, use my echo. And I just basically have a motorcycle, Harley Davidson, 24/7. So I can explore quicker. Explore the map, do this, do that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about doing that. I'm not sure if I will, but it's pretty sad that I did not find this out until like recently. That's a feature. That's a facepalm. So something that you guys probably already know about, it's the wishes. There's a lot of sort of aspects when it comes to wishing on this game. And it's called convene. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering everything on this video. But anyways, when you start out the game, there's a banner that shows up right here. It's like a novice banner. It's like 20% off. And I recommend you start pulling from that with the free orbs that the game has given you from the mailbox. The developers have given us so much. And it's been absolutely incredible. I have not been treated like this from Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact basically was like, give me your wallet, here you go. And I'm like, this is not the 5-star I wanted. That was Genshin Impact for me. It was a pain, okay, but I still love Genshin Impact, okay. But still, use the resources wisely. So I mentioned the beginning banner. This is not it, by the way, because I already used it. I already made the wishes on it. It's the novice banner that has the discount rate, and after you make, I believe it was 50 pulls, this one says 80, but I believe it was 50, you're guaranteed a 5-star from a normal variant, so one of these are guaranteed. I was fortunate enough to get this one, which is the best 5-star currently in the game. It's meta. She's a support, she's a healer, and she is incredible. But a lot of those 5-stars are incredible in their own ways. But I would recommend you start out with that banner, and then after that you want to, of course, make up your mind if you want like this character, do you want this weapon, and like they have given us, the developers have given us some of this, of the yellow golden orbs. But after you make wishes, you actually get these corals. It's a different item, as you can see right here. And in the shop right here, you can exchange it. So if I wanted to use these premium ones, which is much more difficult to acquire this than the blue ones, I can get more wishes, or I could save up and get another variant of something that I already acquired. So for example, this character, I don't have it, and it says not obtained. You have to get the character first, and then if you have enough saved, you can get a copy. And if you get a copy of the character, you can make the character stronger. Like for example, this guy, I got him quite a bit. So it's basically copies, unlocks different passives, and it makes the characters absolutely broken. It's just like, you know, C6 on Genshin Impact. It's insane. Like if I had this lovely Chad, okay, maxed out, I'm sorry, but I will be just dominating everything. Or so I think. But anyways, use the resources wisely. Whatever you feel like wishing and acquiring. I do not recommend you waste this currency on this, the blue one. If you want to get more wishes, I recommend either this one or this one, because this is exclusive to the current banner, and this is like the permanent banner. I don't recommend wasting it on that. I recommend you get one of these two. I'm surprised this is worth the same as this. In my opinion, they should make this worth less, maybe 4, make it more, make it more worthwhile. but I recommend you get either one of these. This is for the exclusive character banner and the exclusive event weapon banner. So what I mean by that, character banner, character event banner, and the weapon event banner. So use it wisely. And then this right here, you can't see it no more because I already bought them, but there was all these three showed up right here for the blue corals, and they were at a discounted rate. And for this, yes, I do recommend you actually acquire all three of those because it costs the blue corals, not the premium corals. These are so much easier to get, as you can see the difference. And this one you could basically just spend away, you know, hey, I need experience, I need resources, whatever it might be, you decide, or currency, you know, credits. And then you can also, of course, spend money and you will acquire astrites, and the astrites, it costs 160 and you can change it into, you know, one of these. I don't recommend, just like I said with this one, to not get this one, to not get this one. I recommend these two. I recommend these two. Unless if it's a blue coral, then you can get all three. Because this is more worthwhile. Typically in games, the weapons are the exclusive banner, the characters are in the exclusive banner, the events, they're stronger, typically. And you know, if you want to buy something and get those astrites, there is a double amount on your first purchase of each little thing. So for example, I already purchased this, this, and this. And after purchasing it, you can see you still get a little bit of a bonus, but it's not double. It's not as great. It's not worth, you know, paying as much. Then, for example, this is amazing. You get double the amount. It's incredible. But once you do so, and then it just goes back to normal like this. And once you get this material, this lunite material, this is basically equivalent to astrites. If I were to make a wish, and if I didn't have enough astrites, it will prompt me, hey, do you want to use your, you know, your lunites, which is what I just showed you. This, would you like to use this? 160 of these equals a wish from the banner, or 160 astrites, it equals a wish from a banner. It doesn't matter which banner it seems to be. They all cost the same, so 160, 160, all of them for each wish is 160, unless if it's a banner that's discounted, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, one of the best things you could probably buy in the store is this right here. It's the Lunite subscription. You obtain 300 Lunites and 2,700 astrites in total. You have to log in every single day and you get these rewards. It's absolutely incredible. It's $5 USD, and it's I mean, you do the math. 2,700. You could just say basically that is about, let's say these two combined. Ignore this for the bonus. Ignore that. Just focus on this right here. It's basically a crazy good deal because this is very expensive compared to $5. So this is probably the best thing you can buy in the store. Also in the bundles tab, they do have level bundles, and these are free. Once you reach a certain level in your union, so your account level, you can actually acquire things for free. You can click confirm. It's free. It's pretty cool. They do have special offers. I typically do not recommend you get any of these. I did acquire one of them, but I don't really recommend it. It's not really the best things that you can get. This might be pretty useful. That's probably the main only one, because this is pretty difficult to acquire, the tuners for the echoes, but it's not really worth it. It's pretty expensive. And I think that covers the shop for the most part. Just be smart in your spending at the end of the day. That's about it. Just be smart in your spending. Know exactly what build you want, and cross your fingers and your toes, and hopefully your RNG, you know, makes it happen. Some banners will be nicer than others. This banner, for example, there's a 50-50 chance. So I lost my first 50-50, sadly, and I got a different character instead of this one. And then I had a wish again it's a guaranteed, like right here, if you read it, guaranteed 80. You can even actually click on the little I button. It would give you more details about a certain banner. So at the end of the day, like worst case scenario on this banner, it would be 160 wishes. 160 wishes will equal this character, no matter what. And that's a bug right there, don't worry about it. Let's try again. It's probably going to load now. This game is still in the process of trying to fix a bunch of things. But anyways, I can just close it if it lets me. Oh, there we go. You could just read through this. It tells you more information. Like right there, every time a 5-star character is obtained, there's a 50% chance it will be the character event banner. If the 5-star character obtained is not the event banner character, the next 5-star character is guaranteed to be the event banner character. But the cool thing is that I love about this banner is this one is guaranteed to be the weapon, and I got the weapon, and I'm really happy because this was the issue with Genshin Impact. It was the weapon banners. There was a weapon, I forgot what it was, for 𝐵𝓊𝓈𝒾𝓃𝓃𝓆𝓊𝒾𝓃𝓾, I believe was her name. I spent like $400 or $500 on it. It was insane. I lost my mind. Unlike for this, it just 80 wishes if your RNG is so bad, because you could get it in one pull. It could happen. You can get it in one wish, 2 wishes, this, that, the other. It's just RNG. But if the pity system activates, that means the worst case scenario, 80 wishes. And there's your weapon. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to cross your fingers and your toes and your tongue and everything else like Genshin Impact when it came to the weapon banner. Oh, I almost forgot. On the weapon permanent banner right here, they have quite a selection. I personally recommend either the first one or the third one. The reason why is because it has a stat that is crit rate. As you can see right here, let me show you. Crit rate. Extremely important, one of the most nicest stats that you can have in the game. But these other ones, as you can see, it just has attack, which I mean is still nice. It's the effects and all that stuff. It's great. It's amazing. But in my opinion, those weapons are not as good as the ones that provide the crit rate. So these two right here. And so I'm currently crossing my fingers that I ended up getting this one. I'm pretty close to the pity. Sadly, I haven't gotten it yet, but hopefully soon I do. And then afterwards, I probably will switch it to this one. Or maybe change my mind and go to a different one. But personally, these two, in my opinion, are the best ones as of currently. So that's I think that does it for the banners. All right, so the data bank. The data bank is extremely important on this game. It's about collecting. So this game has a lot of aspects. Let's say like Pokemon, got to catch them all. So all these monsters that you defeat, they have a chance to drop echoes, copies of themselves, and you can attach them to your character. You can have abilities, you can have passive abilities, things like that. So you want to be capturing and leveling this up, and once you do so, at the earlier levels, you actually get stamina points, so you increase your stamina, which is amazing. At the later levels, for example, the next level, as you can see, highest drop rarity is a 5, so it's like a gold standard echo. 5-star, 4-star. So that's incredible. I really am trying to get that today. That'd be amazing. And your chances of the echoes dropping just increases by like each level or so. It's pretty nice. You really want to focus on leveling this. Extremely useful. These are the echoes. There's a bunch of them. They have different abilities, different effects, and as you can see right here. So you want to get copies of the echoes. You want to get more and more and more. Even if you get like 50 of these, you want to get more echoes. And let's say, for example, if you get too many and you're kind of bored, you could go here and select, let's say if you have 50 of these and you're like, I don't like any of them. You could put it here and it will tell you like a possible result, and the RNG aspect comes in there. Personally, I haven't done this yet, but there's a lot of different things. There's different elements, different abilities, different of all sorts of things. And yeah, personally, it's up to you, obviously, in all this stuff. Try to find a nice little build for each of your characters. that, you know, the effect bonuses are nice, everything's nice, passive abilities for the stats, and yeah, something that will make your character really, really strong. But echoes right here, extremely important in this game, and the data bank, you want to level this up. You want to really get it to level 15 at the minimum, because you want to get that chance right there, as you can see. You want to get that chance for those 5 stars. So I'm almost there, hopefully soon. And talking about echoes, as you can see, this is one material. Let's get to the next one. So when it comes to echoes, you can level them up. Each of them. So the main one, the passives, you can level all of them up. My personal take, what I like to do, is like I have on this character right here. I have the arrow damage bonus and I have the attack bonus. So I have 2 of these, which matches the elements of this character. And 2 of these, well, technically I have 3 because I didn't know what else to put on the slot. 2 of these to actually have this effect, which is much more, like a little bit more damage I can get out of this character. And each of these echoes have different stat attributes. As you can see, this one has crit rate, and it has even other attributes right here, which they actually are hidden at the beginning. So as you can see, you don't see nothing there. But if I were to upgrade the character, like let's say this one, if I were to upgrade it and level this character up, then, like, let me show you, I think this one. There's a little button right here. It's currently locked. I need to get it to level 5 at least. So this character, this Echo, 5, 10, 15 for the levels. If I get it to level 15, it goes all the way to max. So my recommendation is something that I personally don't even follow for this one, but I do recommend it. You start with just 5. So for example, this character is level 0. I would go to 5. Boom, level 5. I would say yes, I upgrade it. I get the first one unlocked, and just for an example, I'll do it for this character. Just like that. Boom, a sub-attribute slot has been unlocked. I'm not going to focus on these two, not just yet. I'm going to go to this option right here, and this is the tuning option. This right here, you want to be smart. You don't want to waste this material. There's the, you know, like the blue, the epic, like the purple, and then the gold, so on and so forth. This material is not as easy to get. You can get it from like these different areas, but it's you know, it's more scarce. It's not as easy to obtain. It costs weight plates. So you want to be smart by using this. You want to know what you're trying to do. So only when you like the character, you like the main stat that it has, because the main stat can be different. You can get the same character, but it can be different. This one has defense. This one has defense. This one has defense. Oh, for crying out loud. Do I have another one that doesn't have defense? There we go. Crit rate. So there's different aspects. This one has HP. Whatever build you're trying to go for. You know what I mean? Whatever build that you really, really enjoy, that you really, really like. So if I go here and I click upgrade, I go here and I could tune it. Once again, I only have one slot unlocked right now. If I want to unlock the other ones, I can if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that right now. I do not want to do that. I'm just doing this as an example, and this is what I recommend. You unlock the first slot, ignore the other ones. If you like the main stat, you think you're going to keep using this Echo, tune it. So I'm going to waste 10 just for you guys. It's going to show you a hidden stat attribute that it has. So these hidden stat attributes can determine whether you want to continue to upgrade it, or whether it's like, okay, this stat is terrible, let me just change it to a different Echo, or let me get the same Echo and farm the same Echo for a different, you know, RNG when it comes to tuning. So let's say if I don't like the stats, I'm like, oh man, alright, I'm gonna go farm this character, this boss, this Echo, this monster, mob, whatever it is. I'm gonna farm to get more duplicates with the same main stat that you like, and then once again do the same process. Level up again, unlock the first tune, see what the first tune is, the first hidden attribute, and then go from there. If it's a really good one, you can keep going. If it's a really bad one, I recommend that you stop and you don't waste the tune, because you already know one's going to be bad. So, because some of those stats can be incredible, guys. Like I showed you right here with this character, this is those tunes right here. Attack, critical damage, amazing right there. critical rates, attack percentage is absolutely fantastic. But let's say, for example, if I started and all of a sudden I get defense, like flip this around, I would be like, wait, hold up. I don't know if I should spend my tuning resources because it's not looking so good, off the rip. Maybe I should get a duplicate of this character and try again. Start from square one. That is more so of wise spending because, like I mentioned, those little tuning materials, it's not easy to obtain. You might have to end up using those wave plates, and it's time consuming, and you just want to be smart in what you're doing to the smartest capability that you can. But echoes are very, very important, guys. It changed this character from doing very little damage to doing a lot of damage. For example, the crit rate is 25% chance, and these other characters, like in any other character, I believe it's only 5% by default. As you can see, 5% crit rate. That is a very low chance to crit, 5%. The crit damage is amazing, but the crit rate, the possibility of you critting is very, very low. So that's a pretty good amount. I personally want to continue to increase it for this character. This is my main DPS character, so I definitely want to make him very, very strong for my support, for my healer. This is, I don't even know what this is, a monstrosity. Same thing with this. It's a work in progress for me. But for like my healer, I would like to have energy regen, HP, maybe defense, a little bit more tanky aspect. And then, different stats for this guy, for my sub DPS. So basically work around with your team, figure out exactly what stats are very important to you and what stats are not. One stat, for example, that is extremely important for this guy is this right here. The arrow damage, extremely incredible. For example, this right here has arrow damage percentage on the main slot, and this one does as well. It's so much more damage that this character can do. Because this character is arrow, but if this character was something else, if it was like, let's say, fusion damage, it would be the same exact thing. I would pick a character that has that fusion buff right there, fusion damage buff bonus, so on and so forth. Or like, for example, the healer, like I would personally go with, like I'm trying to get this turtle. I think I mentioned it on this video. I'm not sure if it was this one or a different one, but I think it was this one, but I don't know. But this turtle is one of the best ones that I saw. I want to get it on this aspect, but I want to get this main stat. Let me show you. It's one of the best stats that I've seen, healing bonus, for the main stat. Imagine if this was a gold with the healing thing that I mentioned, the healing, with the healing bonus. That would be insane for a healer. So, little by little, you want to work at it. And you cannot have, let's say if I wanted to put all 4 stars, there's a limit, guys, that you can do. Right here's the cost limit. It doesn't let you go past your cap. You start with what I believe is 10, but once you level up your data bank levels to a certain point, it will increase. So currently I have 12, and it allows me to put more higher tier monsters, aka echoes, into my slots. And yeah, so far I like what I have going on. I don't know how I feel about this guy right here. He's pretty strong, but it's not really my cup of tea, I guess you could say. First off, he's a blue. I would like him to, at the very minimum, to be a purple for increased levels and or, stats. For example, this guy is level 15, and if I show you, max level has been reached. But this guy right here, if you look, he's a level 20. So that means more increase, more buffs, more stats. It's because this one's blue. And it's the same exact way if it was a gold. If it's a gold, you have more levels that you can do. As you can see, 25. So you personally want to get a gold for everything to get the best bang for your buck, but it's very difficult to acquire. Just little by little, try to farm, try to continue to, do your thing, explore the map, play the game, and hopefully you run into some golds, echoes, and or epic echoes with amazing stats, with your RNG shining, with good tuning abilities. But anyways, that one was very more in depth. Hopefully I did not lose you on this one, because echoes are extremely important when it comes to making your character polished and the strongest it can be. It's the echoes, of course. Yes, the weapons as well. You want to make sure your weapons are, let's say for the main DPS, why in the world would I want energy regen instead of critical damage? Like, let me pick the right weapon. Let me level up the right weapon for the main characters that I'm using, and let me work around that. Let me level up the passives like this to increase my normal abilities, and let me start getting C1, C2, so on and so forth to get even more damage, which probably that's actually the best way to actually increase your damage. But the echoes are very, very up there, very, very important, because like, imagine if I had crit rate and crit damage for all of these guys. Imagine it if I had arrow damage bonus and like attack percentage, like on all of them. Imagine that it would go through the roof. It would be insane, okay? Like, it would be crazy. Hopefully that does happen. Imagine all gold with all those. That's insane. But echoes are very important. Figure out what your main characters are, and figure out which ones you like. The reason why I don't like this one is just because the ability is kind of annoying. But it's nice because of this. Increased current characters' arrow damage and heavy attack damage. It's very useful because of that, but it's kind of... I'm not a big fan of it. I love the way he looks. It's just the animation. It's like, eh. But it does increase my damage for this guy. So, yes, I should keep him. But I really want to switch him to the motorcycle guy. But yeah, hopefully that helped you out when it comes to echoes. A lot of information, a lot of things when it comes to this screen with all these different options here. So the guidebook, okay, this is very, very important. You want to log in every single day, complete all these challenges, get the rewards. It's very nice. It's just there. But then you also want to observe all these different menus, learn what in the world all this stuff means, the boss challenges. These are all the bosses right here. You want to learn what all this stuff is, especially the weekly challenges. Take advantage of the weekly challenges, guys. If it's a new week, as you can see, you can do it 3 times, whether it's 3 times this one, 3 times this one, 3 times this one, or one time, it doesn't matter. You want to take advantage of the weeklies and just defeat these monsters, defeat these bosses every single week. There's different aspects, like there's different like mini games or different like this right here, the Tower of Adversity. It's very nice. Different little things, holograms. It's just a lot going on here. Skill training is very important. This is where you can try out different characters, see if you like it or not. So you could try this character. Do I really want this character? Do I not want this character? You get rewarded afterwards. There's basic training. You get rewarded afterwards. Like dialogue tells you what it drops. This menu is just very important, and as well as this milestone, you want to focus on completing this. I myself have completed it completely currently, and you want to focus little by little to accomplish all the different tasks and carry on, and you actually do get a beautiful gold right there, as you can see, and a purple right there. But it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to increase with due time in the future with more updates. But this is a very important menu. It has a lot of data and a lot of different things. If you don't know what you want to do, just open up this menu. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And as well, like, you can open up that, like I mentioned, or you can open up, let's say, the quest. You want to complete as many quests as you can because you do get rewards out of it. So there's a lot. There's a lot to do on this game, which is pretty surprising, especially when the game just released. There's quite a bit, So stay occupied and do what you got to do. Get things done. And then also, by the way, there's also the events. You can click on this, by the way, if you want. Like, a lot of these options are on this menu. I like to just go here and just click from here typically. But there's also the events. And on the events, you can also get rewarded in different things. Like, for example, right here, when you keep logging in, there's different things. You can just click, boom, you get it. There's different quests, there's different little rewards right here that you can click on, and it's pretty awesome, guys. So try to look to see, maybe you have a hidden reward. Like this one was pretty hidden. I had to click right here and I actually got this character, which is pretty awesome. So because I had to do something, complete the tower, because I had to do that. I didn't know I had a character reward until I clicked on it, and I was like, wait a minute, I just got a character. This is the character trials, like in Genshin Impact. You can try all these different characters out currently, and you get rewarded after the character trials. Pretty cool. This is what made me decide to get this character, to wish for him, because I was like, wait, this character is absolutely insane. I love his art style. He reminds me of a different character from Genshin Impact, which was one of my favorites. I believe his name was Zin. I forgot though. Zhao, I forgot. But anyways, he just looks epic. He's one of the strongest DPS currently in the game. And yeah, you can try him out right there. There's different things here. There's a lot of menus, like right here, different union level. Currently I'm level 31. When I reach 35, I'm going to get this stuff for free. And then at level 45, I'm going to get this stuff for free. And it's pretty awesome. This one's pretty interesting because it says open to claim 1 5-star Winter Bloom weapon series of your choice. And from what it looks like, it's an actual weapon that is a 5-star weapon. So that's actually really cool. That's probably going to take me quite a long time to reach level 45. I say that, but then again, I am currently level 31, and I have been playing this game for about a week. And then you have this, there's different things. Just go through the menus, because you might have some rewards there in store. You have the trophies. Once you get things done, these are like achievements. Claim the free little rewards, which is asteroids, a premium currency that you can actually get just by playing the game little by little. There's just a lot that you can click on. See what you have the little exclamation point on, and see maybe there's something here that will give you rewards, or maybe it's just telling you, hey, you didn't click on this before. Like for this, I didn't click on this, so I might as well just click on it now so it doesn't have the exclamation point anymore. But yeah, just go over the menus and figure out exactly, if there's any rewards that you have available, or any tasks that you would like to do. Just this game is basically, you do what you want to do. Do you want to do the story mode right now, the story quest, or do you want to farm, or do you want to do this, or do you want to do that? Just decide what you want to do in that very moment, and do what you got to do. You want to collect echoes, go for it. You want to do tutorials, go for it. Yeah, let me go here, just quickly do that, get rid of all these exclamation points. So right here just telling me because the auto equip, ascending, because I have the material to ascend it. I'm going to ignore those right there. But yeah, just look through the menu, see what you want to do. Another thing is the soul phase, for example, that requires a union level. So if I click here, it will actually give you more information. When your union level reaches 20, 40, 60, it's every single 10 union levels, it's a new phase. So it's a new tier. So if you're capped for your character and you can't ascend them any further, it's a union level. So you want to do questing, like I mentioned, the quest. You want to do this, that, the other, to get the union level up, get this bar filled up, and then you get more access to that. Okay, let me upgrade. I can upgrade now. You can also change your name here if you like. You can also change the way your character looks like. You can change the avatar right here. You can change the banner as well. I like this one because this is like the pre-register banner. I can't wait till she comes out. That's my waifu right there. She's going to be so powerful, I think, because from the videos I saw, she's going to be OP. You can change your bio. I just have that. You can set your birthday, whatever it might be. It's pretty nice. So this information is what's shown, like let's say in co-op. So if I go to co-op, this is people that have available, like, hey, you can join me. You could do that as well, and that's what they will see there. But yeah, there's a lot of things here, guys. There's the utilities, whatever utilities you like. There's a grapple, sensor, levitate, protect. There's a bunch of stuff, guys. A bunch of stuff. Different things that you can do. Just look through the whole entire menu. Try to figure it out. But I think, guys, I think that's about it. Oh man, I'm lagging right there. Oh my days. The game's like, don't you dare leave. I think that's about it for now, guys, when it comes to the tutorial and stuff, for little tips. Of course, yes, there's more. Like, let's say if, your character is stalling, let's say this, I could switch out, quickly run out, for whatever reason I'm lagging. If a character is in the middle of an attack move and you want to switch out immediately because you're about to be attacked, you could do that. There's advanced different things like in combat. I personally don't even take advantage of that, because there's some characters that are more slow. Like for example, Encore. She's very strong with DPS, but her animation takes a while and it opens up. Like you're open to attacks because you can't just dash away from it. So what you would do, you would switch characters and then dash away, so on and so forth. But anyways, I'm ending it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm trying to think right now if there's anything that I'm missing. I mean, it's for the most part it's like basic stuff. I mean, you have this thing here, which if you guys don't know what that is, I'll show you real quick. I'm trying to think, guys. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, but I think I covered a lot of things currently. And for whatever reason, like I'm just lagging a lot, and it's just. I think it's telling me, okay, just end the video. I'm trying to find one enemy. So right now it's just a little ramble, just me hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna show you what that little button does, and it's pretty useful. So instead of like, let's say this was an enemy, instead of me moving the camera around, it locks into the enemy and it moves by itself. So should be an enemy somewhere over here, I would assume, right? Somewhere. Man, I am lagging. What is going on? All right. It's currently a regular NPC. I'm trying to find one that actually like aggressive mob. Oh, look at this. I could show you guys this. There's different things on the game, by the way, that like this stone that you might encounter. There's also like logs like together that you will encounter time to time that you can actually find different resources. Like this right here is for this. I haven't found any logs that I could show you because I already, like, any one that I found I just take care of it. But there's an item, it's like a fire flower. You do the same thing, you grab it, but you would go to the log and throw it. This one I would go to there, throw it, and it will show you something. It might be a monster, it might be a chest, whatever it might be, but that is how you do that right there. There should be monsters here. Perfect. Okay, right here, guys. So the lock-in feature, I click the button, it locks in. If I move around, as you can see, it's locked in. If I click it again, it will switch. If I hold it, it goes away. So it's very nice if you want to focus on making sure you're actually hating your enemy and not going all over the place. Very, very useful to have. Let's eliminate this right here. And then we can wrap it up right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm trying to, decent video. This video might be pretty long. Hopefully you guys stuck around. Hopefully it helped you guys out. There we are. Alright. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Stay safe. And, yeah. How's it going, Appa?